Alex, excellent innings. You continued where you left off the last game. What was the innings like today going into the middle?
Yeah, I mean, today I think we had a better power play with the bat. So I think we were 50 off 5 overs, which is a lot better than we've been in the first 2 games. So me coming in at 3 allowed me to be a bit more aggressive, a bit more positive, take on some more boundary options. So yeah, I think it was set up from the opening batters today. The mindset was still to bat the innings, but with a bit more intent, look for the boundaries a bit more often, and then towards the back end try to go a bit harder and get, well, I tried to get 100 but just fell short. So no, I was very happy with how I played.
So in the last 2 last matches, you came a bit down the order. Do you think that pressure of the wicket that kept on, you had to take the innings forward? So was it a bit of a liberty today that you could play your own shot and you had time with you?
Yeah, I've come in at 4 in the first 2 games. I came in at 3 today because they brought the left arm spinner on, so as a left hand batter, that was for me to negate that. So yeah, but like I said, because we were going quite well, that allowed me to just be a bit more aggressive, and I've been happy playing that role. I tend to bat 5 or 6 back in England, but I'd like to bat a bit higher, a bit more time to score runs, and try and bat a whole innings and get hundreds. So yeah, like I say, I was very happy with how I constructed my innings today.
So you've been rubbing shoulders with the best of the game in T20 Blast and county cricket. So how's the quality of cricket you find here, especially with the Nepalese talents that you have in your team?
Oh, there's some excellent players, some great spinners. 2 spinners in our side, Basir and Anil, if I pronounce that right. 2 great little spinners, and I faced them in the nets the first day, and they really stood out. But aside from them, there's loads of good players in the other teams as well. And my first experience in Nepal, love cricket, they love it here, so it's a great passion of theirs. Add in the international players that have come across, I think the standard's really good. Pitch has been a bit tricky, but that's subcontinent conditions that you have to get used to. So for me, it's a great experience of trying to play spin a bit better, that hopefully I can take back to England in our summer, and do well against spin as well.
So we can see that you and Viran both have settled in well, coming after just a few days before the match. But talking about the Nepalese batters, they've struggled in the pitch, in this pitch where they have played for a long time. Why do you think this is happening? That foreign players are scoring runs easily, even if the conditions is new to them.
Yeah, well, it's a little bit of an experience thing. I think we haven't quite adapted quick enough to the conditions. I think we still tried to play aggressive brand of batting, which you might have to just bring it down a gear or 2 and give yourself a chance to get yourself in, get used to the pitch, get used to conditions a bit more, and then build your innings that way. I think in the first 2 games we were guilty of losing a lot of wickets in a short space of time, which really put us on the back foot each time. The first game, if it wasn't for Asmadullah, then we might have struggled to get to 120, and then obviously yesterday we only got 98. So I think it's just a case of giving yourself a bit of time, getting yourself in. You can't always play the big shot from ball 1, and I think that was where we kind of fell down yesterday, is that we kept going and then we kept losing wickets and we couldn't really get the innings going at all. But today was probably our perfect scenario with the bat, and that's how we'd like to do it every time.
You had an eye on 100. Do you think you can reach that in the next games?
Sorry, what's that?
You had an eye on 100 today. You missed it, but do you think you can make it happen in the coming matches?
Yeah, I hope so. That'd be nice. If I bat 3 again, that gives you plenty of time to do it. Asmadullah nicked the strike in the 19th over. I couldn't get the strike. I still had a chance in the last over, but I had to hit probably 3 sixes. I thought I hit the one I got out on. I thought I hit it well, but it went straight to mid-off. Unfortunately, the ball was a bit soft by that time. But yeah, it was probably the first opportunity I've had to get 100. Batting at 5 and 6, it tends to be quite hard to get that chance. So yeah, it was a little bit of a missed opportunity, but still got 7 games, so it'd be nice to try and get 3 figures in one of those.
You played 3 matches, you've seen your opponents. How do you rate yourself as a title contender, your team?
Oh, I think we've got a great chance. The only thing we might fall down on is 2 of our internationals leave on the 2nd and the 3rd of January. And Viran's, I don't know what he's done to his hamstring, but he's got a bit of an injury, so we might be a bit depleted in terms of international players, but then I'll just have to stand up more, and so will the Nepalese local lads, the youngsters. Hopefully they stand up as well. But playing all those teams, I feel like we've got a great chance. Janakpur today have been one of the better teams, and we've beat them by 50-60 runs. So anyone can beat anyone. I think all the sides are strong. You just got to get a bit of momentum and then try and finish in that top 4 by the end of the league format.